Hello, and we're going to be talking about football, NFL, foosball. So, we're going to be talking about my inability to pick a game correctly in last week, my hopeful ability to predict the games right this week, and, the fact that the Jets are like decimated in terms of injuries. That's the Jets talk. Now let's get on to the talking about last week. All right, week 1. I got 5 right and 11 wrong. Yep. 5 right and 11 wrong. And I'm over here acting like my opinions matter. No, my opinions don't matter. No, but it's week 1. Week 1's always a dice roll. You don't know what you're gonna get. After this is when like the actual evaluation starts. What I'm gonna say. It's just what I'm gonna say. I got the Dallas Tampa Bay game right. I got the Los Angeles Chargers at the Washington football team game right. I got the Niners at Detroit game right. I got the Jets at Carolina game right. And I got the Chargers at the Rams game right. Alright, 5 and 11 to start the year off. Not how we wanted to go, but we're going to make up for it in week 2. Week 2, we have the New York Giants at the Washington football team. I think it'll be a fairly close game, and I think the football team will hold on. I think the Giants are gonna be like capable offensively, but I just think the football team is gonna just. I have faith in their defense and like enough faith in Terry McLaurin, if you know what I mean. Like to be their entire offense almost. Next game is the Las Vegas Raiders at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, initially, I put the Raiders to win this game. However, I still think it's a close game. Still think it's gonna be a close game. Still think it could go either way. However, I'm gonna mix in some triggers here. Mix in some noise. So, there's not gonna be any sort of like meaning behind each trigger during these. I might change that in later editions, but that's about for this video. They're just random noises, and I'm going to be intermingling with me talking, and hopefully don't drown out the sound of me talking. Where I was at was Las Vegas at Pittsburgh. I think the Raiders barely beat the Ravens, and they kind of shouldn't have. The Raiders were at home, and the Steelers defense looks to be better than the Ravens defense, at least right now. So I'm giving Pittsburgh the win there. Next game is the 49ers at Philadelphia. I think the 49ers are going to win that game. I know Philadelphia really kicked in Atlanta last week. The 49ers offensive line is a lot better than Atlanta's. And that's the reason why the Philadelphia Eagles beat Atlanta. So, and it'll be a good game. I don't think it's gonna be like a sweep or like a runaway, nothing like that. No, it'll be a game. especially with Philadelphia being at home. But I'm gonna give it to the 49ers. My prediction to the 49ers. Moving on to Houston at Cleveland. It's a fairly simple prediction here. It's Cleveland. I know Houston won last week and Cleveland didn't. Houston is probably it's them or Jacksonville are the front runners for the first overall pick this year. I think Houston has more holes, but they played better than Jacksonville did last week, so who knows? I think Cleveland's a good team, and they should have won last week. So, I broke the scissor. So I'm going to move away from the scissor noise for just a bit, and then I will be maybe coming back to it if I can put it together. There you go. I'm silly. Okay. Make some paper popping around. Why not? Where I was at, yeah, Cleveland should have won last week, and they're a really good team. So I don't think Houston's a very good team. Denver next game. Sorry, next game is going to be Denver at Jacksonville. And I think Denver wins that game. I think Denver wins the game with just playing good football. Jacksonville is not going to be able to compete in terms of good football. They'll be able to measure up in like explosive plays and make it a like somewhat competitive game, but they're not going to be able to just compete in terms of good football. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. And next game is New Orleans at Carolina. It should be a good division game. The Saints usually win the games between those two. However, I like Carolina this year. I do. I don't love Sam, but I love their defense. But Alvin Kamara. It's gonna be a very close game, but I think Carolina's gonna win it because they're at home. The Rams at Indianapolis. Indianapolis Colts defense did not look nearly as good as it was supposed to be, and the Rams offense looked just about as good as it was supposed to be. So I think the recipe there means the Rams win, right? If the trend continues from last week. Next week is Buffalo at Miami. Oopsies. Buffalo is going to rebound. Miami is going to try to keep momentum. But I think Buffalo is better. And I think Josh Allen needs to, be like, yo, I did not do that good against TJ Watt and the rest of the Steelers. So let me just make up for that this week. Or honestly, it might take him till, week 4 to, fully get back to, Josh Allen. You know what I mean? But I think it'll happen. But I think it'll happen this week. I have faith in Josh Allen. Next game is New England at the New York Jets. Jets just got like trampled in terms of injuries. They just lost like Mickey Becton, I think Mosley, mostly Lou. Obviously Shaq, not Shaq, but Carl Lawson's out, been out. Who else did they lose? They lost a few other people. So it's not looking too good for them. New England didn't win last week against Miami, but they played a good game. It's a close game. I gave it to New England in a landslide. Kind of obviously why. Next game is Cincinnati at Chicago. I was thinking Chicago initially, then I was like, you know what? One of the reasons why Chicago lost is because their secondary didn't play that well, and I didn't think their secondary was going to be that good. They were either going to be like surprisingly good because they lost Kyle Fuller and they had people behind him who were ready. But I didn't think that was the case, and it looks like it's not the case. So Cincinnati's scoring, the best part of their scoring is their passing game, and Joe Mixon had a really good game last week, so I think it's going to carry into, so Cincinnati's going to win that one. Next. Next game is Atlanta at Tampa Bay, and I have Tampa Bay winning this game. And the reason Atlanta lost last week is their offensive line. For the most part, their left guard just awful. And that might happen again. Who knows? Hopefully it doesn't, so it's a better game. Because if he does okay, then it should be a very good game. Because Atlanta can keep up offensively, and Tom Brady usually does not have issues going through Atlanta's defense. A blitz might make it a little bit different for him, which the new offensive coordinator brings, but it's Tom Brady, so it's always safe to not bet against Tom Brady. Next game is Minnesota at Arizona. Minnesota fell flat last week, and Arizona was flying last week, and that says enough. Arguably top 3 team from last week, that like performance wise, and then bottom 3 team from last week. Then next game is Tennessee at Seattle. Tennessee lacked a lot against Arizona, defensively especially. Derrick Henry did not look good. Julio did not really get involved. Did he have a touchdown? Did he have a catch? I'm not sure. I think he had a touchdown. Might be delusional. I'm not sure. Seattle went right through Indianapolis. Supposedly really good defense. Seattle won that game hands down. So I'm thinking they'll win this game too, since Tennessee didn't really have the most easy time winning last week. And Arizona and Seattle are built somewhat similarly, except Arizona is like it's more balanced, and Seattle is more offensive passing game. Offensive game in general, just minus the offensive line. Weird, I know. Next game is the Dallas Cowboys against the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, I am a Justin Herbert believer, and I am a Los Angeles Chargers believer. I think I am also a Dak Prescott believer, but I am not a Dallas Cowboys believer. And the Chargers are at home, so I think that says enough. Los Angeles Chargers. And I think this is the Sunday night game. It's the Kansas City Chiefs against the Baltimore Ravens. And this could be a runaway, but it shouldn't be. It should be a hard-fought game. But Kansas City is better than the Ravens right now, especially right now. So I'm giving it to the Chiefs on the away team, the Chiefs. And last game of the week 2. This is going to complete my perfect prediction. I'm joking. Perfect prediction of week 2, and I'm picking the Green Bay Packers to beat the Detroit Lions. Aaron Rodgers. All logic says he has a rebound game this week, right? Right? That's what all logic says. However, logic also happened to say last week that he should have had a good game. Right? That he should have at least, had more than, I think, 113 passing yards. 118 maybe. 3 interceptions, no touchdowns. That's not Aaron Rodgers. It's not Aaron Rodgers. My man got me 1.3, 1.8, 1.9, something like that. Fantasy points. The rest of my team went off, and I lost by one whole point. 1.47. So if Aaron Rodgers had literally just scored a touchdown, not thrown a pick, got 20 more yards, I would have won. That being said, I also would have won if Darren Waller got a target within the last 5 minutes in overtime of that Ravens game. That was hard watching because I was it's like I said, I was 1.5 points underneath, and I was like, I should not be in this game right now because Aaron Rodgers screwed me, but here I am in this game right now, and I should, and by all logic, there it is again. Empty promises. All logic says Darren Waller was gonna get a target. He's their best offensive weapon. Of course he's gonna get a target during during the crucial moments of the game, during crunch time, during overtime. At least once during the 2 overtime drives. It's alright. That helped me out, I think, in the long run, because in that league I lost, like I said, I lost by 1.5, and losing put me at the second from the top of the waiver wire, or I guess the bottom technically, but priority wise. And there was somebody who was dropped. Somebody dropped Justin Herbert, and Aaron Rodgers being my only quarterback. Seeing what he just did last week, I'd like to have another quarterback. And I've discussed it. I just said it a second ago. I'm a Justin Herbert believer. Of course I'm going to pick up Justin Herbert if he's on the waiver wire. And he's on the waiver wire. So, fingers crossed. Thank you for watching. I will update my entire my entire elite season so far schedule record next week. It might be worse. Hopefully not. It should be good. It should be at least be higher in terms of like ratio. Um, yeah, it should be. I'm talking too much at this point. I'm just rambling. Um, go football. Go sports. Excited for sport. Makes me real excited for sport. Um, Sunday might be hard for me though. Sunday might be real rough for me. Um, well, let me grab 1 second. Just like, what if I do it at home? If you're still awake for this, you can click off now because it's not really much else other than me talking to the camera and doing this, like trying to get like a good picture. But I guess this is sounds. Little bonus content for you, little bonus asthma. Let me twirl that shit. Trying to think. Any sort of adjustments. Well, I was wrong about Minnesota. Looks like. I also I might have underestimated Arizona. I put them as like a fringe playoff team, so um, I feel bad for Matt Ryan. Good night. Sleep well. Sweet dreams.